There's no time to dilly-dally around, so I'm just going to get straight into it. Trigger warning, I'm going to be talking about mental health, I'm going to be talking about suicide, and I'm going to be talking about alcoholism and drug abuse. If this is going to be a trigger for you, please switch over. BPD, my BPD is eating me alive. Ever since I was diagnosed with it in 2023, I just have struggled to accept the fact that I have a mental health condition. And I don't understand why, because in my mind and what I believe in is that mental health isn't a taboo topic and it should always be spoken about. And this is why I wanted to come here today, because right now I'm probably in an extreme low place. But what has happened is that I haven't realized how bad I actually am until an event occurred that I caused. And now I'm realizing that actually there's a lot of demons inside of me and there's a lot of darkness. And it's like, clearly I'm not coping. As you can see by my appearance, I'm not coping. And I think it's time that I look myself in this camera and realize that I'm not coping with my BPD. And it is changing me into someone that I don't even recognize anymore. If you don't know what BPD is, it stands for borderline personality disorder. It's basically an inability to manage your emotions. So I just realized I've got one earring in. So basically what that means is somebody with BPD suffers with abandonment issues, they suffer with rejection, they suffer with understanding and knowing what love is. They're unable to control their emotions. So for example, with me, in the space of an hour, I could go from being happy Larry and this bubbly person, like, yeah, life is great and so positive, to crying my eyes out, sad, depressed, to raged, like I'm ready to throw hands, to happy again and normal, all in the space of an hour or so. And where I'm trying to understand and it's like my brain doesn't process certain emotions at the right time. It's like it just throws all of the emotion in one. I cannot regulate it. The smallest things can set me off. Like I could be driving, someone could overtake me, and then I'm ready to crash my car into them. Like, it sounds extreme, but that's what goes through my head. That's the mental battle that I have. And as a Christian, I know that this is the enemy. Right now, if I was honest, if I had to sit in front of my pastor right now and be honest, I'd say right now the enemy is ruling me, because I can't seem to stop the enemy from making me act in ways that I feel embarrassed, ashamed, and disgusted about. And the thing is, yeah, me as a brand and my personal brand, one of the things that I want people to know about me when they watch my content is that I am authentically me, and I am not a prideful person. Like, you see, like when I've fucked up and I've done things that are bad, I will be the first person to be like, nah, I fucked up and I was wrong. It may take me time because I lead by anger. So after I stop being angry, I may be able to calm down and have some rationale and realize, shit, I fucked up. But in that moment, I'm so infuriated. All I do is see red. And I've got to the point now where I've just turned 28. I turned 28 about 3 weeks ago. I had a birthday celebration on the weekend. Perfect day. Family came up from Bristol. The ones I love about, family and friends, those who I care about, was there celebrating. And it was a perfect day that ended not so well. And it's all because of me. I lashed out in the most disgusting way because I was fueled by being drunk. but also something triggered me that I wasn't aware of, and something of my past, because I haven't healed from my past. It triggered me to the point where I've now hurt the people that I love the most. And I'm sitting here because I'm like, enough has to be enough. Do you get it? Like, this BPD shit is no joke. And I think what it is if you're like me and you're a functional mental health person, so like you can go through your mental health battles, but you can function. People don't understand that you're really going through it. And this is why I want to be this vulnerable and I want to be this open. And it's not because I need you all to know my business, because really privacy is important. But I'm a presenter and I want to stand up for what's right. And if I'm going to do content that is positive and happy, I'm also going to let you know when it's ugly. And right now, shit is ugly. Like, shit is so ugly. Shit is so ugly. Like, I don't recognize myself anymore. And I think the scariest part is that it's because I go through so many days of good feelings, and people see my Instagram and they see that I'm doing this and I'm interviewing celebrities and this and that. And I'm just this high person, but really inside, I'm like dead and I'm empty. And it took me, it's only now I'm realizing shit, like, I thought I'd gotten over things that had happened, but actually I haven't. I don't even think I've begun to even process or understand that my past is dragging me down. And because I'm not healing from my past, I'm being dragged down. Do you get it? So I know now, after my behavior and what I did to the ones that I love, I need to change. When I say my mental health is eating me alive, I fear about what I'm capable of doing myself or doing to other people. If I can hurt the ones that I'm closest to, I can hurt, and I can hurt myself. Who knows who else I can hurt? And I cannot live life going through this constant anger. I cannot tell you a day where I don't feel angry. Even if I have a day where it's been a good day, there will be parts of that day that I've been angry and enraged. Or I sit down and I think about all the things that people have done to me. Because that's one thing I'm going to say, yeah. I take full accountability for the way I've behaved. I've done some horrible things in my life. But the reason I am the way I am and I'm this damaged person is because of every single thing somebody else has done, from my parents to family members to friends. It's always been people that have done stuff to me, horrible, barbaric stuff that has broken me. I'm not afraid to admit that I'm damaged because of what people have done to me. But I will also admit that I have also played a role in whatever's happened to me, in a role subconsciously, or maybe I just made a bad choice, or I ignored red flags about somebody or whatever. I still feel like I played an active role. It's not my fault, and I don't blame myself. I blame people in my life. I don't blame myself for this. But I always like to hold myself to a high standard. And right now, I'm acting like a shithole. And that's the truth. Drinking, other things, it don't help. Do you get it? And for me, what I realize now is I don't know my triggers, and I don't know how to control myself once I get to that level. I don't know how to not get angry. All I know is anger. And when you live a life where you're just angry 24/7, it eats at you. Right now, I feel like a black hole. And I'd be lying to you if I said I'm not thinking about ending it. And I know that sounds so extreme. So please, trigger warning, if this is heavy, switch over. I don't want to trauma dump on people, but I sit up here and I make these videos and I make this content, and I'm a presenter and I want to do this and I want to do it and be honest and authentic. Because when do you ever see people in the industry, in the entertainment business, when do you see their brokenness or their mental health? When do people come to you and say, do you know what, I'm really struggling right now? They don't, because it's a taboo. It's taboo to look unokay. It's taboo to look like shit in this industry. And at the end of the day, I'm not everyone else in this industry. I'm not ashamed to tell you that I feel bad. I'm not doing okay. My borderline personality disorder is winning, and I'm losing at this battle. But after what happened on the weekend, I'm like, okay, it's either I lose this game at life and I just end it all today, or I actually choose life, and I'm choosing now to actually get better and not just talk it. And this is why I'm making this video, because I can talk the talk and then I could go out now and something could get me mad and I'm back to square one. And I'm like, no, enough is enough. I've hurt the people that I love, and I cannot continue to hurt people that I love. And I want to use this to just keep myself in check, but also show you that it's okay. Forget what social media looks like. Forget what people say. It's okay to sit down and know that you're broken, you know. I accept that I'm broken. I do. I accept that I've hurt people. And I accept that people have hurt me. And to anybody watching this who knows me, who I have upset, I want to apologize. Even if I feel like I wasn't in the wrong, which if I'm honest with you, most of the time I feel like I wasn't. Because I feel like a lot of my anger stems from reactions. But either way, I can only hold myself accountable. I always say, we talk about mental health now in society, even though it is taboo a little bit, but not as much. But your mental health is your problem. You see, right now, I could blame my parents. I could blame all the people that have done the worst to me. But at the end of the day, I'm in control of my mental health, and it's down to me to get healthy. And this is where I'm like, okay, after what happened on the weekend, it was an amazing, beautiful birthday. Felt so loved, so special, so appreciated. And I fucked it up because I can't control my emotions and I can't control my liquor sometimes. And it's not okay. I'm 28 years old. I'm not 15. I can't blame it on what's happened. I have to take accountability and realize that I was diagnosed with this condition and it's shit, but I'm not doing anything about it. So today, I want to set the record clean. I apologize to every single person, friend, family, colleague. Even if you're a stranger that just caught me on a bad day, I'm sorry if I hurt you. And I realize that my actions, no matter what it stands for or who fault it was or whatever, my actions were wrong. And as I'm building this new community on Nice World 2.0, I want to build it with vulnerability, and I want to build it with strength, and I want to build it with open and honesty. And I want to come to you and say, yeah, I'm not in a good way, but I'm choosing to live. I'm choosing life. I'm choosing to accept, and I'm choosing to know that God loves me and God forgives me. God will forgive me. I need the forgiveness of the people I've hurt. But I also need to learn to forgive, because there's so many people I haven't forgiven. Do you know how many people are blocked right now? But that's going to take time. I'm not going to sit up here and act like I'm going to be a changed person by next week. It could take years, months. And I got a shout out to my cousin, because my cousin's the one that even opened up my eyes and made me realize, like, yeah, I'm trying to do too much. I'm trying to process grief, betrayal, sexual abuse, physical abuse, emotional abuse, drug abuse, alcohol. I'm trying to battle it all at once, whilst holding down a job, whilst trying to hold down, trying to be. This is the thing about life. No matter what you go through, it doesn't stop. I still have to work. I still have to pay my bills. I'm still responsible for things. So, yeah. I need to change. BPD needs to be spoken about more, because it's a disease that is fucking hard to live with. It's fucking... If you don't fucking feel anger, hurt, upset, suicide, battling death, all of that every day, you're lucky. Because that's been my life for the last four years. 4 years. And I thought I was okay because I have great days and I live a privileged life. I go on holidays. I earn good money. I have a good support system around me. I have good qualities about myself. I'm able to talk to people. I'm confident. I have so many positive things, but in my mind, all I know is negativity. And also, because of these positive things, I think to myself, oh, well, this has been a good month. I've done well this month, so I'm okay. And then I catastrophize, I self-sabotage, I burn bridges with the ones I love. And now I'm sat up here feeling like absolute shit. More so because I've hurt people I love. And I'm unstable. I'm unstable and I'm not embarrassed to say that. And yes, I've worked with ITV and I've worked with Channel 4 and these brands and these broadcasters, they They see things like this as a red flag. But as far as I'm concerned, I have the privilege of being able to create my own content. I'm not employed by any broadcaster or anything that cancel culture can ruin it. This is me. This is me. This is Nyamka. This is Nye. And I'll say to you now, I'm not doing well. But I made this promise. I'm making this video as a promise to myself. If I love the people who I love, I have to get better. Not just for myself, but for them. Because right now, I don't even know who I am anymore. The fact that I can have amazing days and be filled with so much love and support and still ruin it. I'm self-sabotaging. It's like I'm going to ruin every good thing in my life. And God forbid that happens. So I've ran away from God. I couldn't tell you. I haven't been in church for over a month. I don't tap into my Bible as much. I'm running away from God because I'm ashamed. Because I'm not doing the Christian-like things that I should be doing. When you're a Christian, you're not even supposed to be angry. Being angry is foolish. And I know these stuff, but it's like I know it, but I don't do it. And then it's the voices. That's how I knew I had BPD. As I knew I didn't have BPD. I didn't even know what BPD was, to be honest. But I knew BPD. I knew something wasn't right when I was so depressed, yeah, and so suicidal and so dark that I was hearing voices, and the voices were telling me to kill myself. But it wasn't my voice. It was other voices telling me to kill myself or hurt this, telling me nobody loves me, telling me that I'm always going to be alone. This is why it's like, even just things like being in a relationship and stuff, like I can't bring a man and fall in love when I'm damaged like this, because all I'm going to do is hurt him. You know, the thing is, my go-to mechanism is I will, and this is a clear thing of BPD. And if you have BPD, I would love if you feel comfortable for you to share your experience in the comments, because we need to talk about this more. My thing is, I will push you away, or if I feel an energy or I feel something shifting, I will even do stuff subconsciously to push you away before you can leave me, because I've been abandoned so much, and that's where it stems from, is that feeling of abandonment. So for me, I'm like, do you know what? I'm not going to give this girl, I'm not going to give this family member, this friend an opportunity to leave me. I'm going to leave you first. Then you won't abandon me because I've walked away. But actually, you're like, oh, this isn't good. And then you realize people that you love and care about, you've damaged it. But then on the flip side, the struggle is knowing what relationship is good to let go. Because also I have had fake friends around me. I have had friends that have wished on my downfall. I have had friends that have done spiteful shit. So it's about trying to understand the both, you know? And also, it's with the BPD as well. It's like, it's the impulsiveness. I can attack you, lash out at you, and then within an hour, I'm feeling so guilty. I'm like, I don't even deserve to live. And it's so hard. But if I don't fix this, I worry about, I don't see a future. So stuff's got to change, and I'm going to make the changes. And I'm going to go back. I'm going to do therapy again. I didn't give therapy enough chance. I may even go on meds. Do you know what? I've been so anti-pill. If anybody takes medication for their depression, anxiety, BPD, I would love to speak to you about it and understand more, because I've been so anti-pill. When I first got diagnosed, they said to me, they did say to me about going on medication. And I was like, no. I said, I don't pop pills. I'm not a pill popper. I don't even like taking paracetamol half the time, let alone taking medication for my mental health or antidepressants and shit like that. But I need to swallow my pride and actually consider this, because something needs to change. So, yeah. I'm Nye, I'm 28, I'm a BPD sufferer. I'm not happy right now, but I'm gonna be. Thank you for listening.